IACP 2024 is 4 informative days of education and networking, plus access to leading experts, fellow chiefs and future leaders. As the best and the brightest come together in Boston, IACP TV is here covering it all. Welcome to Beantown and the 4th and final episode of IACP TV 2024. I'm your host Stephen Horn, and all this week we've been highlighting how the IACP is helping our men and women in blue advance their knowledge, build stronger leadership skills and learn to collaborate on a global scale. Coming up today,
the work they do will kind of contribute to the broader 30,000 plus membership that we have.
For those thinking of upping their membership engagement, we spotlight the specific sections that make the best entry points.
Well, this is an IACP-led, by police, for police network.
The international effort already underway to decrease roadway deaths around the world. And recognise we're going above and beyond, it's our pleasure to introduce you to the 2024 IACP Officer of the Year. And finally today we wrap up our film series tour from New York to North Carolina, Arizona to Alabama. We visit the outstanding departments using innovative new strategies to combat crime and connect with their communities. Whether here in the convention centre or at your fingertips, there are plenty of ways for you to watch. Find the latest episode on the in-house channel of our partner hotels, on the IACP meeting website, and on all of our social media channels, so make sure you like and subscribe to get all IACP related content.
All right, sounds great. Stephen, you've got a lot in store for us today. I personally can't wait to learn more about this year's Officer of the Year.
Yes, we'll get to that soon, but first we fire up this 4th day with a double stop in Georgia to highlight 2 departments plugged in and showing the power of intentional leadership.
It's the mission of the Brookhaven Police Department to enhance the quality of life for our residents by providing professional, high quality, and effective police services in partnership with our community.
Being a pioneer in using innovative technologies is important for modern policing because historically policing has been reactive. What we're doing is we're closing the gap to a more real-time approach to emergencies when citizens call 911 because we have the most relevant and fresh information at our first responders' fingertips. We also employ a mental health clinician that is a co-responder working side by side with our patrol officers in the field, working to enhance services not only to citizens, but our own staff, as well as reducing the stigma around mental illness.
Things that we have makes our job easier and more effective, and more importantly, it makes it more safer for us officers and the community.
Strong leadership is the foundation of any agency, and without that, your organization will fail. But you have to be intentional in that approach, straight direction and getting those things done. When I ran for office, I ran on a platform of truth, trust, and transparency. Those 3 T's are essential in our intentional leadership platform. Not only does it build trust within the community, it builds trust within our organization.
Where we know those officers are standing by, and when we need them, they're going to be there. And that's the trust that we have.
I think the Sheriff's Office should be a reflection of the community which it serves.
From the moment that you walk in the door as an applicant, we take ownership in your position to step up and serve the community.
My hope for the Sheriff's Office in the future is that not only become the best Sheriff's Office in the state of Georgia, but become the best Sheriff's Office in the nation.
Turning now to the International Road Policing Alliance. This growing organization of police and road safety professionals are on a mission to decreasing deaths and injuries from road crashes worldwide. Kyle Clark is here in studio now with more on this brand new initiative. Thanks for coming today.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
All right, so you were telling me this was just officially launched back in August. Really is a brand new initiative.
Yeah, you know, it's something that's been kind of percolating in the minds for quite a while, but this was the first opportunity we had formally launched, and it's now being used around the world.
Okay, so what is the International Road Policing Alliance?
Well, this is an IACP-led, by police, for police network. The idea is, you know, we have a lot of experienced, sharp, you know, smart road policing professionals out there that have a lot of expertise. And this is a great way for us to share it with others who may not have that expertise and help to kind of grow that knowledge everywhere. You know, what works well in one culture can easily transition over to another culture and work just as well.
So can you talk specifics for us? How will this help worldwide?
Well, by having it be international like this and having all these experts, people can tap into this expertise, whether it be speed enforcement or impaired driving enforcement. We have a mechanism that people can ask questions, they can get support, they can get help. If they're just starting up something brand new, they can talk to somebody who's already been doing it. So it works really great because we can share all these different resources and all this knowledge very easily through the internet.
Is this alliance intended for agency commanders or for line level officers? Who are we talking about here?
Both.
Okay.
You know, for the line level officers, they can get that practical how to do different operations from others who are doing it. And for the command level people, they can actually learn from others that are executives about, you know, problem identification, allocating scarce resources, you know, just the higher level strategy kind of things. So it really works for both levels.
A question I think a lot of people are going to have, do you have to be an IACP member in order to take advantage of this alliance?
One of the things that we've stressed in this is you do not have to be an IACP member. We want it accessible to everywhere. It's important because road safety is a problem everywhere, and so IACP has taken the lead here to try to make this information available. So there's a lot of free resources. We have a monthly newsletter. We have best practices, much more. You get more benefits from being an IACP member because there's other things, but you can certainly be part of IRPA for free.
So there is an incentive to be an IACP member.
Yes, there is. There certainly is.
One of the key tenets is this peer-to-peer information sharing. Why is that beneficial?
Well, you know, police learn better when they're learning from other police officers. Academia deals a lot with theory, but police officers deal with the practical application. And it's a great benefit if you can learn from somebody else's mistakes, so you don't have to do them yourself. And so when you're doing something like this, if you can deal with the practical stuff, you can actually put it in an operation. Think of it like a prepared meal. It's like just heat it and serve. You know, so it's that kind of an idea.
All right. Well, a wonderful new alliance. Thank you so much for your time today and for sharing all of this. And best of luck.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
The Village of Mamaroneck Police Department is comprised of 52 sworn men and women who patrol 3.2 square miles. We also employ seasonal bay constables who patrol 3.6 miles of our waterways. We have bicycle officers who patrol our downtown area. We also have a traffic unit, and we currently have 2 canine officers. So I became the Chief of Police in December of 2020 during quite tumultuous times. As a nation, we were still struggling through the COVID-19 pandemic. There was also some anti-police sentiment due to some things that were going on around the nation. We were in the beginning stages of mandated New York State police reform. Being the first female chief in the Village of Mamaroneck Police Department is historic, but also an enormous responsibility. I want to get it right. I want to be a good leader to the men and women of the department, to be an advocate for the community, and to be a role model for other females in this profession.
Now, Audrey, this is where all the world's most important decisions are made, here and in the IACP's General Assembly.
Yes, Stephen, congratulations on the promotion. This year's big announcement at the General Assembly was the IACP Axon Officer of the Year that recognizes outstanding achievement in law enforcement.
We know hundreds of things that happen every year to law enforcement officers, and then to be recognized as one of these, it's pretty special, but it was obviously a horrible day too. But knowing that like training and everything kicked in and then didn't have to really think, just react to the situation, But yeah, no, it's been good being out here in Boston, and thank you to IACP for bringing me out here, and then my wife too was able to come with.
You know, it feels definitely humbling being surrounded with the other, you know, guys getting the award as well. I'm very happy to be here, and obviously blessed IACP is having me out here. It's been a cool experience. Never been to Boston. I was blissfully ignorant how massive this whole thing is, and it's something else.
Humbling, quite honestly. You never know when you sign the application to sign up and be a police officer, you never think you'd receive anything like this. It's really humbling, and it means a lot.
I just got promoted a couple months ago, so I am on night shift now. So myself and Kyle Sehusen and Ryan O'Donnell were the night shift sergeants, so trying to manage that and figure everything out. And it's been good so far though. We've got a good group of young officers that they're ready to get after it every night, and it's fun supervising them.
I might go back to patrol. I've been on bikes for a while, and that was really fun working downtown. And I don't think I'm putting in for promotion. Probably not for a few years. I like being in the car doing the work. A little too much right now.
Just keep pushing my car around. Not thinking of promoting anytime soon. I'm just gonna drive my car around, keep serving my community, and we'll see what's next after that. But I'm gonna just keep pushing my car around for the years to come.
I see a high degree of professionalism among the men and women of the High Point Police Department. They closely follow data. Where are trends that lead to criminal activity, and what can we do as a department to try to head that off at the pass?
Focused deterrence, focused patrol is a crime fighting strategy that the High Point Police Department uses, where we identify specific people doing specific crimes in specific locations, and then we focus our proactive efforts to those areas and those people.
We're having our desired effect because our violent crime numbers, especially our homicides, are going down.
The job of a law enforcement officer is extremely difficult and challenging. They deal with a lot of difficult things.
I'm very passionate about our officer wellness approach because our biggest investment here in this department are our people.
I was able to be a part of the Officer Wellness Program, and it was an opportunity for me to just let it all out. And I enjoyed that. I was able to walk out of that room feeling very comfortable about myself, and these are the tools I can use in my toolbox to help cope with these problems.
IACP sections and special interest groups designed to focus on the specific issues facing a certain type of position or function within law enforcement are also a great way for members to get involved in IACP. Here's Maddie Ridgway with more.
Our sections are special interest groups that connect people in agencies that are similarly situated. So you're connecting with peers that have the same roles and responsibilities within your agency. So for example, we have the University College Police Section. That's for agencies that are around or work in university college setting. We have a Police Psychological Services section. So if you're a police psychologist, you can join that section. And basically they serve as our most active members, our subject matter experts that work on projects and programs where you can help create deliverables for the field or for your specific section. The work they do will kind of contribute to the broader 30,000 plus membership that we have. IACP Sections host their annual meetings here at the IACP conference. So they all meet once a year and have a chance to kind of connect with each other and set the stage for what the next year will look like. So sections are basically an opportunity for more IACP members to get involved. They're open to everybody, whereas committees are a little bit limited for participation. We're limited to 30 members. They're presidentially appointed by the IACP president. Both groups are kind of very much intertwined. So if there's work a committee's doing, they might connect with a section. So you kind of have opportunities to cross-collaborate with each other. To join, most of our sections are open to every IACP member. All you have to do is log into your profile, add the section membership to your existing membership. It's a $50 fee, and you can join as many sections as you want.
Bullhead City was incorporated in August of 1984. The police department took over in 1985. We are in the northwest area of Arizona, and we sit right on the Colorado River, right across the river from Laughlin, Nevada. Our mission here is to make sure that we provide the service that the citizens want and deserve by getting out into the community and listening to them, hearing what they want out of their police department, and then changing our practices accordingly.
My focus on constitutional policing is keeping it at the forefront. The Constitution is such an important document in our society and our way of life that you understand that our authority to police comes from the consent of the governed. So if you understand that principle, it gives that document a different dimension.
Man, I love it, and I try to do the best I can for our men and women in this organization and for the citizens.
The IACP Hub in the heart of the exhibit hall is open for business. And while there are some returning offerings this year, there are some new things that Domingo Jerez is here to discuss with us now. Thanks for your time today.
Well, thank you for having us.
This is so exciting. You guys have really got the best of the best when it comes to floor location here so that people can find you. I want to get started talking about something that isn't necessarily new, but is very important for your members, and that's the professional services.
Thank you. We're so excited about the Hub this year because it really is focused on what's important to the members. Members first, looking at providing them the services they need. So here looking at professional development, we have interviews, interview techniques, resume writing, those type of things to help them in their career looking at future jobs. So one way to do it is come down, visit the Hub, stop and see if they have vacancies available, or sign up here at the desk so that you can get time on the schedule and do those type of things.
Awesome. And let's take a walk where you can see that they've got an office set up here, so there is
quiet.
some privacy as you're working over your resume and
Yes.
talking about things. All right, something that is new here at the Hub this year, we've got this quick hit theater. Tell me what's going on here.
So in the Quick Hit Theater, it's very topical. So 20-minute presentation, so thus the Quick Hit title, on contemporary issues in policing today. So issues like anti-human trafficking, new initiatives, we have an anti-human trafficking program for schools, but all kinds of topics. It runs the gamut. They're all 20 minutes, so they're very quick hits. You can get into a lot of topics in a very short period of time.
Another way that y'all really listen to members' feedback this year is you offered these specific talking points as far as intersections of public health and public safety. Can you elaborate on some of that?
Sure. So there's 8 total topics that we got from the members. So you got public health, public safety, which is a new one. You got violent crime that we know is up around cities across the country. We got officer safety and wellness, community police engagement, just to name a few. And so each of these 8 themes, trust, community trust is another one. We know these are issues that communities are facing, law enforcement is facing in their jurisdiction. So we've developed resources specifically tailored to those needs.
Wonderful. Well, you've got folks checking it out right now. Make sure you come by, visit the IACP Hub, open during all open exhibit hours. Thank you.
Thanks.
Takeaway is just the variation in different types of exhibits you can go into, or just different types of classes you can pop in and out of. So you can go in and you can see if it's the right fit for you. If not, maybe you can move on to another one. So I love the freedom of just being able to move back and forth in between the different conference classes that are offered.
The exhibition always awesome, especially Exxon with the AI. Oh my gosh, that's excellent. But the topic is also good, very, very good, and the speakers very, very good, interesting.
Well, besides on the exposition floor, I got to see all the Tesla trucks upfitted with all the LE kit. I really enjoyed the crisis response intervention training seminars. A lot of the emerging trends and a lot of the data that's been collected is finally being presented, so I think that's excellent.
The great thing about police profession is we really are open to sharing information about what works with our organizations, and so you're able to build resources and make connections with individuals that have been there and done it, and work through some of the challenges that you're facing. So it's really helpful to get that information, and that's something that I'm bringing home. It's kind of macro looking, but the relationships that I build by connecting with individuals that are facing the same challenges I'm facing has been huge for me. So I walk away from a week-long conference with contacts and opportunities that goes on 51 more weeks out of the year.
One of the things that has set us apart from a lot of places in the last few years is the fact that our community is really participating in crime prevention with us. They're calling, they're giving us information on crimes before they happen. They're providing us information after crimes happen so that we can solve those crimes. The participation by our community has driven our violent crime stats down 25.5% over the last 4 years.
The community liaison has made a major difference in the city of Opelika. Through our partnership with the community liaisons and the police department, we have substantially reduced the crime rate.
We've tried very hard the last few years to build trust, build relationships, and really impact those citizens that maybe had a false sense of what a police officer was or what law enforcement was.
And with that, it's a wrap on IACP TV for this 2024 meeting. We may be wrapping up, but our content lives on.
That's right, the internet is forever, right, Stephen? You can find all of this week's content from IACP TV across all of our social media platforms, so make sure that you like and subscribe.
From all of us here at IACP TV, thank you for your time and attention all this week, and a special thank you to all of you who keep our communities safe.
Safe travels home, everyone. We hope to be back with you again next year in Denver, Colorado. All right, Stephen, let's get out of here.
All right.